quick video on reinstalling the transmission skid plate. So what a lot of people say to do is to install the middle bolts first, which is up in here on both sides. Don't snug them down, just put them in, and then do the front and back one. I did that. I couldn't get mine on. I got 5 of the 6 bolts, but I couldn't get the last bolt. Even with a drift pin, I put a drift pin inside the center bolt and pushed it over really hard, and I tried to get the last bolt, but it wouldn't line up. It was like a 1/4 inch off. So since I had a transmission leak on my input shaft, I brought it to a tranny shop, and long story short, how he told me to get it back on is put 3 bolts in on one side, then come to the other side, put the end bolts in first. So when you put the first 3 in on one side, don't tighten them, just put them in a little bit so they catch. Put a drift pin inside the center bolts and push it really hard. If you have to use a small piece of pipe to get more leverage, get the end bolts started, and once you get these end bolts started, the center bolt, he said, will line up. And then once you get the center bolt started, you can tighten all these down and then tighten the other 3 down on the other side. And as far as torque specs, these should be 55, but a lot of people put a little anti-seize and they say to lower it by like 10%, maybe 15%, so maybe 50 foot-pounds for the torque specs. And as far as the drift pin, I got this set from Harbor Freight, and it came in very handy for suspension work, for removing the upper control arm bushing, which is mounted to the front differential. I had to use these to tap out that bushing, but basically this is the drift pin, and I would get this from Harbor Freight. It's the Pittsburgh brand. All right, hope this helps.